Welcome to Module 9.2. This focuses on the promotion P, and we're going to look at Integrated Marketing Communications, Chapter 15 in Cengage. Let's begin. Let's think a little bit about the what, why, and the how. What is the role of promotion in the marketing mix? Why is promotion important, and why is integrated marketing communications important? How does the communication and IMC, or integrated marketing process, work within the promotional mix? And I'd also like to look at a consumer behavior framework called the AIDA model. And how does the AIDA model work within the promotional mix? Let's begin. What is the role of promotion in the marketing mix? Promotion, again, is communication by marketers that informs, persuades, and reminds potential buyers of a product in order to influence an opinion or elicit a response. When we say elicit a response, we often want people to maybe think favorably of our product or service, or actually go out and buy it. Promotional strategy. Promotional strategy is a plan for the optimal use of the elements of promotion. And when we say promotion, we actually mean all these different elements of marketing communication and how we integrate those elements. So for example, advertising, public relations, personal selling, sales promotion, which is like coupons and things like that, and social media. Those are all part of promotional strategy. Competitive advantage. It's one or more unique aspects of an organization that cause target consumers to patronize that firm rather than a competitor. So for many of you in your learning team projects, I've asked you to think a little bit about how is your product positioned? What is its value proposition? What is its competitive advantage? Promotion plays an important role in identifying and communicating competitive advantage. The role of the promotion in the marketing mix can be seen this way. You have certain overall marketing objectives or goals. That is, acquire customers and keep or retain customers and grow their value over time. You're focusing on a target market, a market where you understand well-defined needs and customer wants. And then you're putting together a marketing mix, product, place, and promotion and price. Today we're focusing primarily on promotion piece and how you mix those ingredients together. Advertising, public relations, sales promotion, personal selling, and social media. That's the focus of promotion and how you integrate or unify all those elements so you have a very relevant, original, and impactful message. Promotion is all about communicating value. So why is promotion important? Promotion can perform one or more of four tasks: informing customers or consumers, persuading them, probably to buy your product or service, reminding them how much they like it, and connecting and building out that customer relationship. And that's all in the context of the two primary marketing goals: customer acquisition and customer retention. So promotion is important in informing, persuading, reminding, and connecting customers and achieving your goals. Why is integrated marketing communications important? Marketing communications from each promotional mix element should be integrated. Integrated marketing communications is the careful coordination of all promotional messages for a product or service to ensure the consistency of messages at every contact point or touch point or brand contact at which a company meets the consumer. And it's growing in significance and importance. Integrated marketing communications, or IMC, considers all your different media choices. Media choices are your message delivery system and how to unify and integrate them to have the most impact. This is becoming increasingly more difficult because the mass market is fragmented. You receive all types of messages from all types of sources all the time. And also, too, despite the fragmentation, marketing budgets are often being cut or reduced. So you're constantly challenged as a marketer to do more with less. And this is why integrated marketing communications is so important. So how does it work? How does integrated marketing communications work within the promotional mix? Let's back up and think a little bit about communication. Communication is the process by which we exchange or share meaning through a common set of symbols. There's often a sender and there's a receiver. And there are two major categories of communication: interpersonal communication, which is direct, face-to-face communication between two or more people, and more mass or broad communication, the communication of a concept or message to a larger audience through a mass medium. It could be, for example, a TV commercial. That's an example of mass communication. When we look at the communication process, again, we see a sender and a receiver, and you see all the things that happen and the feedback loops and also noise. But normally the sender is the marketing manager or the advertising manager or the advertising agency, other consumers. And it could be in the form of an advertisement or a sales presentation or a store display, coupon, press release, social media. And it goes through a delivery system. It could be a media salesperson. We talked about earlier a retail store. So that's the channel, the distribution channel. And then the receiver gets it and they interpret it. But they also have they're also getting other messages, maybe advertisements, or reading other articles or seeing other displays. So there's a lot of noise in the system. But the receiver, the customers, the viewers, the news media, a wide variety of stakeholders get it. And then hopefully that information would result in maybe a purchase or a liking, but all that information loops back to the sender, often in the form of market research, or maybe sales results, or market share going up, or social media likes going up, something like that. But that's the communication process broadly. And the communication process and the promotional mix has changed certainly with the internet and how brands promote their business. We often say there are three types of media or message delivery systems. One is a type that you pay for. So paid media is a category of promotional tactics based on the traditional advertising model whereby a brand pays for certain media space. That would be like a TV commercial. Earned media is a category of promotional tactic based on public relations or a publicity model that gets customers talking about products or services. So in those cases, the provider, the sender of the information, doesn't pay money for it, but the information is in fact newsworthy or important to the public, so maybe the press picks it up and shares it with a larger community. There's also owned media. And owned media is a newer category of promotional tactic based on brands becoming publishers of their own content in order to maximize the brand's value to customers. And we certainly see all these different types in the digital format. More and more companies and organizations are moving away from print and moving more towards digital. Because they have limited time, money, and resources, they're wrapping all their communications in digital. So you see paid media might be banner ads on the internet or sponsored posts. Owned media may be websites or blogs or even an Instagram or Facebook page. Earned media could be media coverage or search engine optimization, even publicity activities. And we say social media is concentrated here in that little red spot between owned and earned media, with some but not much paid media depending upon the strategy. Digital media is on the rise. Integrated marketing communications and the promotional mix. Again, the promotional mix is the combination of promotional tools including advertising, public relations, personal selling, sales promotion, social media. And these tools are used to reach the target market and fulfill the organization's overall goals of customer acquisition and retention. Let's look at those and define these different areas a little bit more deeply. Advertising is impersonal, one-way mass communication about a product or organization that is paid for by a marketer. So that's paid media. Public relations is the marketing function that evaluates public attitudes, identifies areas within the organization that the public may be interested in, so it's newsworthy, and executes a program of action to earn public understanding and acceptance. So public information or publicity about a company, a product, a service, or issue appearing in the mass media as a news item. And that would be unpaid media. Sales promotion. Sales promotion are marketing activities other than personal selling, advertising, and public relations that stimulate consumer buying and dealer effectiveness. For instance, a classic sales promotion might be a coupon or a 2-for-1 deal. Buy one, get one free, something like that. That's an example of sales promotion. Personal selling is a purchase situation involving a personal paid-for communication between two people in an attempt to influence each other. You see a lot of personal selling, certainly in those business-to-business businesses. Content marketing and social media are also important elements of the promotional mix. Here you can see how IMC, Integrated Marketing Communication, and the promotional mix works. You can see where they work well and where they don't. But if you look at the left-hand column, you can see the mode of communication, how much control the communicator or the marketer has over the situation, the amount of feedback, the speed of feedback, the direction of the message, the control over message content, identification sponsors, speed in reaching a large audience, and message flexibility. So that's on the left-hand side. But as you go across the top horizontally, you can see advertising, public relations, sales promotion, personal selling, and social media. Look at the strengths and weaknesses of each, and when you get to your group project, learning project, think about what might be the best media mix for promotional mix for you as based on your target customers and your marketing objectives. Factors affecting integrated marketing communications and the choice of the promotional mix often include the nature of the product. Is it a consumer, direct-to-consumer business, or is it a business-to-business model? That can impact how you communicate. As mentioned earlier, in a business-to-business, you'll probably have more of a sales, direct sales, or personal selling presence. Stage in the product life cycle. Is it a new product that people don't know about? Is it a product that's growing quickly? Or is it a mature product or a product on decline? That can also influence your promotional mix decisions. What is the target market? What are their specific needs and wants? How are they type of buying decision? Is it consumer or business? Is it a high-priced and high involvement decision where people have to do a lot of comparative shopping? Or is it a low price, maybe low involvement situation where you just want a candy bar from Lawson's or 7-Eleven, and you're not going to do a lot of comparative shopping. It's more of an impulse buy. Also, funds and budget can affect promotions. But running big TV advertising is very costly and expensive. So more and more companies are resorting to non-traditional or things like a website, a blog, Facebook, Instagram to manage their budget and their reach as well. And a push or pull strategy. Let's take a look at a visual of what I mean by push or pull strategy. And this will tie in a little bit with what we were talking about with distribution channels in our prior modules. A push strategy versus a pull strategy. A push strategy is a marketing strategy that uses aggressive personal selling and trade advertising to convince a wholesaler or retailer to carry and sell a particular product or service, a particular piece of merchandise. Alternatively, a pull strategy focuses on a marketing strategy which stimulates consumer demand to obtain product distribution. So that is, the wholesaler demands product from the manufacturer and orders from the manufacturer because the manufacturer is promoting direct to the consumer and creating that demand. So push and pull strategies are both important and can be part of your thinking when you think about your promotional strategy in your learning team projects. Let's look at one consumer behavior principle, and then we'll finish up for today on the promotion piece and integrated marketing communications. The consumer behavior principle is called the AIDA concept or principle or model. And I'll tell you in a moment what AIDA stands for. It stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. So how does the AIDA model work within the promotional mix? AIDA concept, a model that outlines the process for achieving promotional goals in terms of stages of consumer involvement with the message. The acronym stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. The AIDA concept assumes that promotion propels consumers along for the 4 steps in the purchase decision process. If you want somebody to buy it, you got to get their attention. So the advertiser must first gain the attention of the target market. Then, once you have their attention, you have to generate some interest, create interest in the product or service. Once you have their attention and interest, then you want to instill some desire, show the features and benefits, show how product features will satisfy the specific customer needs and benefit the customer. And then action, make a special offer, give a call to action so that the customer will want to buy the product or service. A special offer or strong closing sales pitch may drive the consumer to purchase the product or service. AIDA is the AIDA principle. In AIDA and IMC in the promotional mix go together, and we'll give you just a few examples. Salespeople are more effective at creating customer interest for merchandise or service and at creating desire. So that's where salespeople's strengths are. Public relations' greatest impact is as a method of gaining attention for a company, a good, or a service. So you can get attention, but maybe you need a salesperson to follow up with interest. Sales promotion's greatest strength is in creating strong desire and purchase intent. And social media is growing in strength and is a way to gain attention and interest in a brand, particularly if the content goes viral. In this picture, you can see where each integrated marketing element, advertising, public relations, sales promotion, personal selling, social media, where they're most effective and least effective. Advertising and public relations may be hard to get people to take action, but they're very good for generating attention and interest. But sales promotion and personal selling can help you get the customers to take action. Keeping the AIDA principle in mind can help you think through your marketing strategy as you apply it to your learning team projects. Okay, so let's wrap up and do a quick review as well as preview. In this module, we looked at what is the role of promotion in the marketing mix, why is promotion important, and in particular, why is integrated marketing communications important? How does the communication and IMC or integrated marketing communications process work within the promotional mix? And how does the AIDA model work within the promotional mix? Hopefully you've read now and heard my narrated lectures. Looking forward to meeting with you on Teams in our next class. Obviously we'll go through our first session and then you will have a short quiz and then we'll meet back for our second session where you'll continue to apply the principles that you're learning in your reading and in this narrated lecture to your semester-long group project. Thank you for your time and attention. Stay well and look forward to seeing you soon.